Hello, everybody. Welcome to your yin yoga practice. So, for today's class, we're going to need a couple of props. But first, place your right hand on your heart, left hand on your upper belly, and allow your chin to relax down to your throat. Honoring your heart, your mind, your body right now. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling. Finding this time to go inward and open your eyes. So for today's class, you're going to need your yoga blocks, and you're also going to need a stool, a footstool if you have one, and an eye pillow to rest for your eyes, another pillow, and your yoga blanket. And so let's begin our practice. Fold the yoga blanket, place it for the back of your head. Bring your knees together and rest the back of the legs on the footstool. Your sacrum, mid-back, on the floor, and grab a hold of your bolster and place it on the back of your head. Right here, rest your legs on the stool. Belly rise up when you breathe in, and belly falls. Lift the right leg up, inhale, and exhale here. Continue to rest your other leg on the stool and release. Right leg back on the stool, lift your left leg up, breathe in, and exhale, soften. Left leg is still lifted, and let it go. Lift the right leg and left leg up, both legs lifted. You can bend your knees here ever so slightly, and let it go. We're going to do the same pose again, lifting your right leg up when you breathe in. Flex your right foot, slightly bend the right knee. Notice if the right hip is lifted, allow the right hip to lower and let it go. Lift your left leg up and notice if the left hip is lifting, allow the left hip to relax down. You can slightly bend the left knee and let it go. Back of the legs, back on the stool. Lift your right leg and left leg up, flex your feet. Slight bend around the knees. Notice if you're lifting your sacrum up off the floor and let it go. Rest the back of the legs back on the stool. We're going to do that again. So making sure that you're breathing in when you lift the right leg up. Notice that the back of the left leg is still on the stool and let it go. Other side, lift the left leg up. Slight bend around the left knee if you need it. Noticing if one hip is lifting higher than the other. Breathe in and exhale, let it go. And this time, both legs lifted. Bend the knee slightly. Rest the sacrum down on the floor. And allow your legs to exhale and rest. And this time, your hands are on your upper belly. Belly rise and belly falls. Allowing your belly to lift up on your hands and allowing your belly to soften while the hands begin to move gently down. Belly rise on your palms. Breathe in and belly relaxing down when you exhale. Bring the right knee in, left knee in, forehead to your knees. You can place the inner arches of your feet on the stool. Bring your knees to the right side. Left arm up, take a breath, and gently twist. And you can always place your right hand wherever it's most comfortable in this mid-back, upper back twist. Reclining twist with a supported prop on the back of your head. Lift the left arm up and left hand down. Bring your knees to the other side, knees to your right. And the left side of your head is resting on a bolster, and right arm up, right arm down. Gently twist. Mid-back twist. And your knees can be slightly apart or it can be together. Listen to your back here as you gently twist. Breathe in through the nose and let it go. Lift the right arm up, right hand down. Come back to center. Place your knees again to the right side and come up. And this time we're going to use the footstool right in front of you. So we can bring it closer, grab a hold of your bolster, place it on top. And this time place your forehead. Your arms can rest down to your side so that you can fully rest your forehead. And right here in this pose, really focus on allowing your forehead to rest completely on the bolster. Round your spine. Breathe for your low back, mid back, and upper back in this pose. That's exactly what you're doing. Just simply allowing your forehead to get heavy in front of you. Allowing your shoulders to roll forward and down. Allow your upper body to round completely. Sit bones, they're grounding. And you're thinking about your low back, mid back, upper back when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Come up and roll up. Place your feet flat on the floor. Round your spine, chin to your throat, and exhale. Press your mid back. Inhale, chin up, look up, and then round your spine. Exhale, chin to throat. Inhale, chin up, look up. Open the chest, and exhale, round your spine, mid back, press back. Inhale, chin up, look up again, and exhale, round your spine. Breathing in, lift, and breathing out and round. Continue moving in this direction a few more times. Your own pace, your own time. And as soon as you finish your last one, come back to center. Place your feet, extend them, and place your bolster in front of you. Place it around your forehead. So the very end of the bolster is close to the tops of your feet. You can also use the footstool as a guide. And then round your spine. So it's a supported forward fold. Become aware of your arms and legs in the pose. And roll up vertebra by vertebra. Place your hands behind you. And so your fingertips are reaching back. Chin up, look up again. Counter pose. Chest opens. And so place your bolster and eye pillow to the side. Grab a hold of your yoga block, place one in the middle, vertically placed right at the center of your yoga mat, and get a hold of your other yoga block, place it for the back of your head. And so you can change the positioning of the yoga block as soon as you place your mid back first, and then lift the other yoga block for the back of your head, making sure that it's on the back of your head as opposed to your neck. Grab a hold of your eye pillow, place it on your eyes, making sure that the footstool is close to you so that you can navigate the poses, the transitions, while the eye pillow is resting on your eyes. So right here, arms relaxing down, your feet flat on the floor. Your sit bones are still grounded. Your mid back is resting on your yoga block, and the back of your head is on the yoga block. Begin to lift your legs. Place the back of the legs on the footstool. So right here, your sit bones are on the floor. There's a natural curve happening around the low back and mid back. And so allow your mid back to fully connect down to the yoga block. And right here, belly can rise up and belly can fall down. Now, if this is too much for your low back, remove your right foot and left foot and place it back down to the floor. Your feet flat on the ground. So listen to your low back and mid back and how it's reacting, especially in a very gentle, restorative back bend, a supported back bend like so. You can also begin to extend your legs. And as soon as you extend your legs, focus on the low back, mid back, and notice what happens to the pose. And while the body rests here, for today's poem, once upon a northern light, your mind slowly rests, and your vision relaxes, then the body becomes still. During this time, harmony settles. Once upon a northern light. Creating that space and awareness for your body to continue to rest in this pose. Allowing the belly to lift when you breathe in and drag your feet flat on the floor. Release the eye pillow, place it down, chin to throat, and then come up seated. Remove the yoga block, place it down to the side. Remove the other yoga block. Lift your hips up and place your sacrum on the yoga block and place the back of the legs on the footstool. Grab a hold of your eye pillow and rest the eye pillow on your eyes. And you're here for a while, so rest your hands on your hips. So as you get comfortable in this pose, notice that the back of the legs are fully resting on the stool, your sacrum resting on the yoga block. And notice that it's at the highest setting on the yoga block so that your hips are elevated higher. That the chin and the chest connects. And right here, allow the belly to rise up and fall down as you get more comfortable in this pose. Lift the right leg up and left leg up. Breathe in, breathe out. Legs are lifted. And begin to slowly bend the knees and let it go. Place your feet flat on the stool. Breathe. And again, allow your sacrum to settle. And begin to move your knees slightly to the right. As soon as you exhale, bring it back to center. And bring your knees slightly to the left as soon as you exhale. And bring it back to center. Lift your feet off and extend the legs again. Notice the difference in the body already. Breathe in through the nose and let it go. Really connecting to slowing down, resting, and place your right foot down to the floor, left foot down to the floor. Lift your hips up, change the positioning of your yoga block to a smaller positioning, and then rest your sacrum back there again. Then rest the back of the legs on the footstool, hands on the hips, making sure that the corners of your shoulders are still intact on the floor. Mid-back is on the ground. Continue to find a lift around the belly as soon as you inhale, and soften when you exhale. Place your feet back on the footstool. Bring your knees slightly closer to you. And let it go, feet flat on the ground. Lift your hips up, remove the yoga block, and place it down to the side. Now this time, lift the back of the legs and place it on the footstool. Grab a hold of your bolster, place it to the side. And you can rest your hands on the quads. You can rest your hands down to the floor, whatever that feels most comfortable for you. And then allow this moment again to just rest, let go. What's interesting about this pose is that if you are working from home, this pose is actually what you've been doing. If you're sitting down working, but this time we're using a different placement in the body in the most restorative way. So in a way, it's the reenactment of the pose for the brain and slowing it down. Bring your knees to the right. Come up, seated. And grab a hold of your yoga block. Place it down. Take a seat. Soles of your feet to touch for butterfly pose, but supported using the footstool in front of you. Grab a hold of your bolster. Place it in front of you. Then rest your forehead here again. And then relax the arms. Down to your sides. Let it go. And so you're here for a while and allowing your forehead to fully rest on the bolster, rounding your spine again. And this time, your hips are elevated, sitting down on a yoga prop, so the knees are lower than your hips in this butterfly position or cobbler's pose. And just become aware of the hips. You can always lift and take another yoga block to make it a little higher if that's more comfortable for you. And this time, place your left hand around the right leg or knee, right hand on your back. So your left temple, left side of your face is on the bolster, a gentle mid-back twist. Again, supported. And come back to center, other side. Right hand on the left leg or left knee, right side of your face or temple on the bolster. A gentle mid-back twist. Breathing in and breathing out in the pose. And come back to center. You can push the bolster away and your other prop. And then again, another restorative pose. Come up. Bring your feet flat on the floor. Forehead on your knees, round the spine. Hands on the knees, chin up, look up, inhale, and exhale, round the spine. Moving in this direction, cat and cow pose or cat and dog tilts. Give yourself a few more rounds of back bend and rounding the spine. Just becoming aware of the movement of your back. And come back to center. And this time, place one yoga block right at the center. Grab a hold of the other yoga block, place it at the top of your mat, and grab a hold of your bolster, place it on top of your blocks, just like so. Knees to the right, and this time rest the right side of your face on the bolster. Another gentle twist. And to become aware of that your left hand is down, your right arm is on the other side. Notice that the right side of your body is fully rested on the bolster, getting heavier down to center. It's a supported gentle twist and come up. Moving to the other direction, take a seat, knees to the left, left arm down to the side, left ear on the bolster, left side of your face, and your right hand can rest down. Allow the left side of your body to get heavy on the bolster down to your yoga blocks. Your knees are together or separate. Your knees can be a little higher or lower, depending on what's going on with your low back here. And so tune in to how your body is feeling right now. And be mindful of that. Come back up. Remove the bolster, place it down. Remove the yoga blocks, place it to the side. And this time, you're going to come down to the floor, grab a hold of your blanket, place it on top of your footstool. And so you're preparing yourself to a very restorative Shavasana. And so rest your back. You can grab a hold of your bolster, place the bolster on the back of your head. Bring your footstool closer to you. Place the blanket on top of your shins and your feet. I really like a wool blanket. It's heavy, so you can have a heavy blanket on top of your shins. Get a hold of your eye pillow, place your eye pillow on your eyes. And here you are in the most restorative, relaxing pose. And you are here for a while. And so you are back in this position, but this time a longer time to rest in this pose. And as I mentioned earlier, The shape of the body is in a way where you're actually in a seated position. However, allowing gravity to connect on your back. And so you feel this heaviness on the ground while the legs are elevated in the most restorative and supported way. And so you tune into this. Notice that the four corners of your back, from your hips all the way to your shoulders, are resting down, grounding down. There's a natural curve on the low back. There's a natural curve on the back of your neck. Upper belly rise and upper belly falls in the pose. And again, feel your back fully resting. Once upon a northern light, your mind slowly rests and your vision relaxes. Then the body becomes still. During this time, harmony settles. Once upon a northern light. So you're here for a while in this pose. Become aware of your feet. Become aware of your knees. Notice your hips. Become aware of your back. Noticing the back of your head resting. You feel the ground feel heavy. Notice the belly rise up and fall down. Become aware of your eyes. Your eyes supported by the pillow, relaxing your forehead completely. Notice the stillness of the body as it fully rests and restores into pose. A minute of silence. As you tune in to the body once again, becoming aware of your legs, your knees, your hips, your back as it grounds down to the mat or the floor, the back of your head. You notice your eyes, belly rise up and fall down. Once upon a northern light, your mind slowly rests and your vision relaxes. Then the body becomes still. During this time, harmony settles. Taking care of the body, the mind, finding some stillness. Strengthening from inside and out. And creating this awareness that is available for you right now, right here. And grounding it all down by going inward, focusing on the body, carving this time to magnify the stillness of the body so that the mind can relax a little bit more. Allowing harmony to settle, palms in front of your heart, peace in and peace out. Namaste.